Welcome back to my channel, guys. It's your girl Coco Styles, and on this channel we talk about beauty, fashion, lifestyle, and styling. So today we're going to talk about brands. Are brands really scamming us with these prices and the quality? Personally, I think they are. As a person who loves to shop and buy nice things, I already have a struggle with buying things because I'm tall. But now what I'm finding is that the quality of the clothes are at an all-time low. I want to say maybe after COVID is when I really saw it drop. But brands are really getting over on us, and it has to stop. And I'm here to help you on what to look for when you're shopping these high-end brands, regardless of who they are. One thing I love to do is compare items that I purchased before from a brand and then see, like, compare it to something newer. And I always see a huge difference, which is why a lot of people do shop vintage, because vintage clothing is 100 times better. The quality is better. It's just what it is. But a lot of us do not like to shop vintage or do not like secondhand things, so we are stuck with buying things brand new. So let's get into the first thing that I feel like you should look out for when shopping these brands, especially high-end brands. All right, the first thing is quality. Okay, I'm gonna give you an example of a brand, and I saw a pair of boots on her website and they were just not giving at all. And I'll pop in a photo of them here. Really nice shoes. I see the girls buy her shoes and stuff, but these particular boots in white, it's giving me very cheap. What I do not like what brands are doing is putting these things together and just popping it on the shelf. But I think the reason why they're doing it is because a lot of us are just buying everything quick. Despite the economy and all that stuff, people are still shopping, people are still taking trips. They're complaining about eggs, but they're still shopping, okay? They're still traveling. So when it comes to something like this that I'm sharing, it makes me so upset because of the price of the item. Poor craftsmanship, right? So when you're buying anything from any brand, I don't care if it's Prada, Bottega, Zara, Mango, anywhere that sells like shoes and things, or anything pretty much. I want you to start paying attention to things like this on the zipper, especially when it comes to your shoes. What I love about certain designers is that they do have hidden zippers. And I'll pop in a photo of one as well. And let me see, I can probably pull out. They're so far away, girls. They're far. But boots that have a hidden zipper where the leather is outside of it, it doesn't cost them much to add that piece, but it also adds so much more. I don't know, like, they just look so much more expensive when that's actually placed on the boot as opposed to an exposed zipper. The other thing you want to look at would be if the shoe is actually leather, right? I'm sorry to tell you, but your favorite brands, designer, I don't know what type of quality, I don't know what it is that they're using. Just because something is designer doesn't mean that it's always good. Of course, people are buying things based off of the name, but I am going to tell you, I would 100% recommend looking at every part of the item that you're going to buy, because what you don't want to do is get something home and then a couple of months down the line, it's no longer wearable. You're going to be really upset because you spent so much money on it. So quality is the first thing when it comes to shopping at these brands. I think they have definitely took a step back on it because the consumers, us, are just still buying the items. So what we can do is really start to read these details, really dive into the things, and really analyzing the item that we're actually going to get. When it comes to your blazers, I want to say for you to start really paying attention to those details, really pay attention to those tags on your item. Read those details on the website. If you have to, go into the store, try it on. Make sure the jackets are fitting at your seam. Make sure under the arm is fitting proper. A lot of designers will carry blazers and the quality is terrible. Veronica Beard has really nice style blazers. They're very classic in style, but they fit really well. I love the Frankie shop. However, their oversized blazers are pretty much polyester, okay, for the price. And they're just like a big jacket, right? Girls wear them because they're like oversized, but if you want to get something oversized and you don't want to spend a ton, yes, you can get it. But if you want to, no. If you are looking to get something that's oversized and you do not want to spend a lot of money, I would not recommend them for those, because a lot of them are polyester, and it's just not worth the money. I would say spend a little bit more and get something that is great quality that fits you like an oversized jacket should, not just a big jacket on you, if that makes sense. You also want to look at the seams on these jackets. Is the stitching great? You know, is the stitching off in any way? I've seen that as well. And this is on brands that charge a lot of money, so do not get caught up in the scam, okay? Start looking at every single thing on these items that you're buying. So when it comes to your tops, it's the same thing. You want to make sure that the shoulders are fitting your shoulder to shoulder, like the seam. You want to make sure that it's not super gappy under your arms. You just want to make sure that it fits you well. Now, I will say designers make clothes based on their model, not based on our bodies. So if that model is a certain size, that's how that top is going to be made. But when it comes to your tops, look at the buttons. If you have buttons on it, if you have a zipper, if you have any ruching, all of those things are details that you need to be paying attention to. So you're not pretty much getting scammed out of your money just because it's designer. All right, your trousers. Okay, when it comes to trousers, are brands scamming us? Yeah, they are. Polyester, again, a lot of the stuff is made from polyester. There are brands that have really great trousers. They're not cheap, but you do get what you pay for. So when it comes to your trousers, you want to also look at the seam as well. You want to look at the top of the band of the pants. You want to look at the stitching from the inseam area. How does that look? If your pants has a double pleat, how is the double pleat on the pants? Is it stitched up really good to where it lays flat, or is it puffy, you know, like puffy in the front? Those are some things that you should be looking at when it comes to buying anything, especially designer girls. Trousers are amazing, right? But we all do not have the same body type. Some have larger hips where the pants will actually like sit flush. Some of us do not have hips, and it'll probably be a little bit spacey in the front. So if you're looking for something that is flush and the brand is saying that the pants fit flush and they don't, that's poor craftsmanship. So really, really pay attention to those things when you're buying trousers. Stitching, again, is key. If they're high-waisted, is the waist super tiny? Is it too puffy on the pocket area? Pockets placed in a good area. So those are things that you look for when you're buying trousers. And when it comes to your denim, it's the same thing. Are the pockets placed in the proper position? Because if you do not know, I'm about to tell you, if your pockets are in the wrong space or spot, whatever you want to call it, it is going to make your hiney look very strange, okay? Pay attention to it. So if you're buying jeans that are like $300 and stuff like that, and you don't like how the pockets look, it's just not made, it's not made well. You may go somewhere like Levi and have like the perfect fit. So just because it's designer doesn't mean that it is the best item. They don't always have the best quality, if that makes sense. All right, now let's get into dresses. Okay, so dresses are another thing. Ton of designer brands that have beautiful, beautiful dresses. Again, read those labels. A lot of dresses are made from polyester, unless you're getting something that is 100% silk, 100% wool or wool silk or cashmere. Look at how the item is made, okay? If the dress has a, I don't know, like a slight slip on the inside, is the slip super tight? Does it rise up? Is that poorly made? Do you have any ruching on the front? Is that poorly made? Any stitching? Any of those things you want to look at. Dresses with a lot of detail on it tend to be made really well because they have to take their time, but they're not exempt either, okay? So just start really looking into every single part of any clothing that you're wearing before you pull the trigger and purchase it. Just because they're designer doesn't mean that the quality is always the best. All right, guys, now when it comes to your bags, designer bags are always a hit. But we know that there's certain brands that just don't have great quality. And Louis Vuitton is one of them. Not their other bags, their canvas bags. We love those bags because they're old school. I don't feel like they'll ever go out of style. But let's face it, they start to crack after a few years. It's just what it is, right? But you don't always have to get something with logos on it from a brand. You can get something that is more subtle, something that is 100% just full black leather or another color. Rainy leather is really nice. But if you don't want to get something that is designer, you can definitely go to a, I don't know, like a local leather store and get a nice bag. So the goal is to get the best quality regardless of where you get it from. The girls have been complaining about Chanel for some time now, and I know a ton of girls who even got Hermes bags, and they're saying they're not buying Chanel anymore because the quality is just went down, but the price has gone up. So that's another really good example of designers just making things because they know that we are going to buy it. Women love to shop, we love luxury, but it's time to just really start holding these brands accountable and not buying everything because it's just designer. I do not want to keep buying something over and over. You guys know I love COS. I bought that black hobo bag. Simple leather hobo bag. I liked it. It has like grainy leather. Just a really nice bag. It's not that I do not like designer pieces. It's just that I'm noticing that they're not doing what they're supposed to do when it comes to the quality. Okay? But your girl still loves a good luxury piece, but I'm just very cautious on what I am spending my money on. Especially, I want to say within the last, I've always been like this, but I'm just really noticing it now that it's gotten worse right after COVID. Just the quality of the things is just not top tier anymore. All right, so accessories. I'm gonna use Ruslan Baginski as an example because a lot of girls love the hats from there. Great hats. I think the quality of the hats are nice. I will say the black leather one that I have, I'll pop in a photo, is 100% leather. They were out of stock for so long from a lot of their hats, and when they came back in stock, I noticed that they have a new leather one, but it's not leather. So they have scaled back on that part. One that I got was 100% leather. But the crazy part is the price is very similar. So this is what I'm saying. Read those details. Yes, some of the brands are getting over on us because we're just shopping. We see shopping videos all day. Hey, I got this, I got this, I got this. And we want to buy it. But I would recommend really starting to pay attention to what these items are made of, and is it going to last you for a really long time. I am always going to push quality over quantity always, which is why I don't have a ton of shirts, girls, because I just don't see like a lot of nice shirts. And to be quite honest, I don't know if it's just me, but when I'm looking for something and some of these shirts are like $1,200 for a shirt that is not even 100% wool or silk or anything like that, it throws me off a bit. So it turns me off, and I kind of just pull back from the brand because I'm just like, they just throwing prices on stuff and we are just silly to keep buying it. But I wanted to share that with you guys. Do I think the brands are scamming us? A lot of them are, because the quality has taken a total drop. But there are still a lot of brands who do care about the quality, and I'm gonna pop in a video somewhere that I did recently, maybe last week or something like that. Those brands have really nice quality. I mentioned Bruno Cucinelli, I mentioned Max Mara, classic pieces, but if you need classic pieces in your wardrobe, those are really good places to go. 100% wool, virgin wool, silk, cashmere, those things are a great addition to your wardrobe, especially for a woman kind of trying to grow into her wardrobe, or who wants to grow into her wardrobe. That's a really good place to start. So thank you guys for tuning into this video. I hope this video helped you when you are shopping any luxury brands. Always look at those details. Make sure you are choosing the best quality over anything, regardless of the brand. So thank you guys for tuning into this video. If you stayed to the end of this video, please comment Coco we see you. And guys, don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Coco Styles NYC and Coco Styles NY, and my personal style blog Coco Styles NYC, and my style services Coco Styles NY. And I'm on Tickety Talk, which I don't know how long it's gonna be here because it's back. Coco Styles NYC, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye guys.